Mom, sorry I'm late. The bakery at the grocery store didn't have the muffins you wanted, so I had to go all the way to the other farther one. I'm on my way home now, so I'll be there in a little bit.
Oh, those muffins. I don't need them for tonight anymore.
Huh?
Oh, and Allison, I need you to be outside tonight.
Outside? You mean you want me to sleep outside again tonight?
Well, we have no choice. Pookie messaged me out of the blue and said he wanted to see me tonight. If you're here, you're just gonna be in the way. So you're sleeping outside tonight, like usual when he comes over.
Okay, what about dinner?
Don't worry about it. If you miss a day here and there, it's no big deal. Oh, and I'm gonna eat those muffins tomorrow, so make sure you don't touch them tonight. If you eat any of them, you'll be sorry. I swear if there's even a single bite out of one.
I understand.
You made sure all your things are hidden in the closet, right?
Oh, I think I might have left my homework out.
What? I told you to make sure all your stuff stays hidden at all times. You know Pookie can come over at any time.
I'm sorry. Starting tomorrow, I'll make sure I'm more careful about it.
Honesty, girl. You can't remember anything you're told, can you? Do you understand how important this is to us? If Pookie leaves me, we won't be able to keep on living. He's supporting me only because I'm such a beautiful woman, and men will do anything for a prize catch like me. That's why he's giving me money every month for food and rent and other stuff.
I know.
If he knew I had a daughter like you, he'd dump me in an instant and we'd be out on the street. That's why you have to make sure there's not a trace of you left around the house. I told you before, didn't I? Say it. Tell me what I told you.
I'm nothing but air. I'll never get in the way of you and your boyfriends. I'm a useless child that you don't need.
That's right. And if you understand, then make sure you don't come back here until Pookie has left for work tomorrow morning.
Okay. Grandma, is it okay if I go to your house now?
It's the middle of the night. What's going on?
I'm sorry, but I can't take it anymore. I don't want to bother you. I'm sorry.
You can't take it anymore? What do you mean? Are you talking about your mother? Allison, you're not bothering me. Where are you right now?
I'm in the parking lot beside our apartment building.
The parking lot? At this time of night in this cold? Where's your mother?
Mom's in the apartment with her boyfriend.
Huh?
Grandma, please help me. Every time her boyfriend comes over, she kicks me out of the house. I didn't want to bother you, but I just can't take it anymore. Honestly, I've reached my limit. Every day it's something with her I hate it. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the only one who hates their life. I'm sorry for bothering you. I really am. It's the only thing I seem to do, just bother people. I'm sorry.
Allison, what do you think a grandmother is? We're family. If you need help, you're definitely not bothering me. That's what family is here for.
But I wonder if it's okay.
Of course it's okay. Family is supposed to be there to help you when you're in need. In fact, I should be the one thanking you. Thank you for turning to me in your time of need.
No, thank you. I really mean it.
Let's talk about everything when you're safe and sound. As for now, we're heading over to get you.
Huh? No, don't worry. I said I would go over to your place.
Don't be ridiculous. Your grandpa and I are already on our way over there.
What? Already?
Don't wait outside either. Wait for us inside the building where it's warmer, okay?
Okay. Thanks, Grandma.
Allison, everything's going to be fine. You just leave your mother to me. I'll deal with her. What do you want calling me at this hour? Stop bothering me! What do you mean, what do I want? Answer your phone when I call you. I can't. I'm busy right now. Busy? You made your daughter sleep outside when your boyfriend's over for the night. What part of that makes you busy? Huh? What are you talking about? Allison. She messaged me asking me for help. Oh, is that so? Well, I'm sorry she's causing you so much trouble. Just ignore her. That's what I do. She'll be fine on her own. How dare you say that? She's not going to be fine on her own. What the heck is going on in your head? That girl is still just a child. She's only 15 years old. Don't worry, I said it's okay. That means none of this has anything to do with you. Nothing to do with me. Look, it's not like we've even spoken to each other in the past few years. That's because every time you come over to my place, or I call you on the phone, you start begging me for money. At first, we thought it must have been because things were really tough for you. That's why we gave you money the first couple times. But all you did with that money was buy new clothes, new shoes, and new bags for yourself. And all of them were brand items, too. That's why we stopped giving you money, and we got sick of having to turn you down all the time. That's why we just stopped answering the phone when you called, and we stopped going to your place. You're the reason we haven't been keeping in touch. Oh, God, and nothing has changed these past few years. You're as annoying as ever. So, let me guess, is Allison with you now? Yes, we're taking care of her now. She's going to be living with us from now on. Huh? Really? Is that okay? Oh, I'm so happy you've made my day. This is the best news ever. You're her mother. Don't you feel any responsibility for her? No. Recently, she's been doing nothing but getting in my way. If you want to take her away, it'll help me out so much. She's completely useless to me anyway. There's no reason to have her around the house. Are you seriously going to take her? I hope you're not kidding about this. You think she's useless? Are you out of your mind? Huh? How do you think she was able to contact us today? She texted my cell phone. I know you've never given her my cell phone number. So? That girl. She can remember anything and everything. She remembers the names and faces of everyone she meets. What? She has an amazing memory. Even her teachers have said that. She's never once scored less than 90% on a test. And you know it's not because she's home studying all the time, because you're always kicking her out. Actually, you probably wouldn't know. I doubt you've ever gone to a parent-teacher night. That girl has an amazing talent. She's a genius. It's really nothing special. Anyone can remember things if they really try. Anyway, I really don't care one way or the other. If Pookie and I can live together without her, that's all I care about. Oh yeah, about that Pookie of yours. His real name is Mark Alvarez, isn't it? What? How do you know that? Allison saw his phone number show up on your cell phone once when it displayed an incoming call. When you answered the phone, she knew it was your Pookie. She remembered that number this whole time. So we just did a reverse lookup on it. Oh, and your Pookie just received a call, didn't he? Huh? I don't know. He's in a different room right now. He's talking on the phone right now. He's talking to Allison right now. What? What's going on? Up till now, you've been saying that you can live without him. You've said it so that Allison actually started believing you. So what? Well, I told Allison the truth. And I told her since she's going to be living with us from now on, she doesn't have to hold back anymore. I told her to do whatever she wants, so she immediately contacted Mark. You didn't hear him talking on the phone in the other room? Allison was so elegant and polite talking to him on the phone. She carefully explained everything to him. I'm so proud of her. She's matured so much. What do you mean? I mean she told Mark everything. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, why don't you just ask Mark? He's in your bedroom right now, isn't he? Allison, where are you? Get your butt back here right now.
No, Grandma and Grandpa are making some delicious food right now with muffins for dessert.
I don't care. Do you have any idea what you did to me? You destroyed my life tonight. Get back here right now.
Why?
What?
I'm living with Grandma and Grandpa now. I'm their child now. I'm not living with you ever again, so I'm never going back to that place.
You can't say no to me. Did you forget who gave birth to you? You're mine.
I never asked you to give birth to me. And with how you've been treating me, I wish you never had. I've been wishing that for a long time now. But I'm here anyway. but I'm not going to live with you. I'm living my own life from now on, and I don't want you in it.
How dare you go against your own mother?
You've never loved me anyway. Daddy was the only one who ever did anything for me, and he was the only one who ever played with me. But he died, and now I can never see him again. I hated living with you. It was terrible without Dad around. That's why I'm never going back there. Goodbye.
Do you think I'm gonna let you get away with this? And what about all your stuff, huh? It's all still at the apartment. If you don't come back for it, I'm gonna burn it all. That includes the sweater Daddy bought you before he died. The one that means so much to you.
Don't worry about it. Your boyfriend is bringing me everything that I wanted from that house.
What?
He had no idea you had a child. He was so upset when he found out. He couldn't stop apologizing to me for what you did while he was around. I told him not to worry about it as long as he brings me all my stuff. He said that'd be no problem because he has a pickup truck. Not that I have much stuff anyway. I told him all about the closet you made me keep my stuff hidden away in. Oh, I just heard he kicked you out of the apartment anyway, didn't he? Oh, I think you can go back into the apartment now. Your boyfriend's not there. He just messaged me and said he's on his way here with all my stuff in his truck.
What? I'm gonna go check. I can't believe this. You're right. All your stuff is gone. He took everything of yours, not just the stuff in the closet. And your bags and your coats. We were the same size. How did he know they were yours? Even the money I had just withdrawn to pay this month's rent is gone too. What am I supposed to do? This is all your fault. Because of you, we won't be able to live anymore.
No, just you. I mean, the person who won't be able to live, it's just you.
Huh?
And it's because you've always relied on other people to give you money. I always thought you should have gotten a job and tried to support yourself. Now you can finally try it. Isn't that great?
Allison! I have just one thing I want you to do for me. Please, just one thing. Talk to Pookie for me. Ask him to get back together with me. Please, he'll listen to you. If you do that for me, then I'll forgive you. Then you and I can get back together too. That way we won't have to work and we can keep living together. How about that? What do you say? That sounds nice, doesn't it?
No, I want to start working as soon as I can. I don't ever want to end up like you.
How dare you say that about me? I'll never forgive you for this. How can you be the only one coming out of this smelling like roses? I'm gonna go into your grandpa's company while he's working and make a huge scene. I'll make him regret taking your side in this.
I doubt that's possible, Mom. Do you even remember where Grandpa works? Oh my God, Grandma just finished making me a huge dinner. It smells so good. I'm gonna block you now. Have fun with your new life. Goodbye.
Allison, wait. Please, don't leave me. You're all I have left.
Don't worry, you'll be fine, remember? You're such a beautiful woman that men will do anything for a prize catch like you. A 43-year-old woman. After that, I lived with my grandma and grandpa at their house. Life there was better than anything I could have ever imagined. Every night I had a warm, soft bed to sleep in, and my meals were hot, fresh, and absolutely delicious. If my mother wasn't the way she was, we probably could have lived like this in a nice apartment the whole time. It's really quite a shame when you think about it. From the rumors I heard, Mark broke up with my mother, and therefore she lost her only source of income. I heard she's working as a day laborer now, doing any odd job or temp position she can find. Apparently, when she's not working, she's out hitting on any guy she can find. I guess she hasn't figured out she's not the beautiful young woman she thinks she is. I don't really care. At this point, I don't love my mom, but I also don't hate her either. I have no feelings for her whatsoever. So whatever she does from now on or whatever happens to her, I really don't care. It was because things were so tough living with her that my grandparents came to my rescue. I can't wait until I start working and I'm able to pay them back somehow for everything they've done for me.
Bert, we need to talk.
To talk? Can you make it quick? The next race is about to begin. What do you want? You know I'm in a bad mood unless I'm doing what I want to do. If you have something to say, say it. As you can tell, I'm really busy.
It's been 6 months since your mother has passed away, and Sage is now working and on her own. I think it's about time for me to be free as well.
What nonsense. You want to be free? Even now you're living however you please.
Do you really think so? I want to be free of you. Your jobs never last. When I ask you to find a new job, you fabricate an illness and stay in bed. Yet you are never too sick for gambling, drinking, or having your own fun. I even took you to the hospital for a checkup, but the doctor said you were in perfect health.
How am I supposed to know? That doctor is probably a fake. You know my health issues are psychological. It's fatal, so there's no cure.
I stayed with you up to now because your mother was very nice to me. And when I considered our daughter Sage, I thought divorce was not the answer. But I've had enough. I don't have any feelings towards you. None at all. So please, divorce me.
Are you leaving me? I'm not working, and at this age, who'd hire me? If you abandon me, you're leaving me to the wolves. And if I die, it will be your fault.
Stop with the sob story already. You don't know how hard I've been working while hoping you would change one day. But you'll never change. I'm sorry I had such high expectations.
I can't be held responsible for your expectations. Anyways, I'm not worried. There's no way you'd leave me.
I've decided. I'll file for the divorce. I'm serious.
Fine, whatever. The race is about to begin. See ya.
Where are you? Mom passed out. They've taken her to the hospital.
Oh, it's you, Sage. How have you been?
What are you saying? How can you ask me how I am? Mom passed out. Don't you care?
There's no way Mom would pass out. I know you're lying. She's as healthy as a horse.
She was overdoing it. They said she worked herself to the bone. It's all your fault.
What are you talking about? How could it be my fault?
How? It's all your fault. You care more about your own fun than working. You gamble away Mom's hard-earned money at the horse races. You complain she doesn't give you enough money. You hardly ever come home. Mom had to take care of Grandma and the house all by herself. I had to work, so I could only help her on the weekends.
So that's why you think it's my fault? Then it's your fault as well, as you left home.
I left home as I couldn't bear to spend any more time in the same space as you. Unlike you, I work hard and take care of myself without depending on anyone else. You go out and leave Mom with all the responsibilities.
I can't help it if I can't work. I'm sick, you know. Do you want to kill me?
What? You aren't sick. You don't work because you don't feel like it. Anyhow, Mom has been admitted to the hospital. She'll be here for some time.
Really? Well, how long will she be in the hospital? And who's gonna take care of my meals while she's in the hospital?
All you're worried about is your meals? I can't believe it. The doctors told me Mom has cancer.
Cancer? Like a dancer? Just joking. She's overworked, and she has cancer. Well, that's deep.
What's funny about that? It's not at all funny.
Oh, that's what this is about.
What?
This is her plan. She's using this to divorce me. She's saying she's sick so she doesn't have to come home. She thinks this way I'll agree to the divorce.
Are you out of your mind? Mom's illness and the divorce are unrelated.
It's okay, you don't need to pretend. Sorry to drag you into our mess, Sage. You're a good daughter, looking out for Mom. She just wants me to pay her more attention. We're bound for life. She can never leave me. I know she's still madly in love with me.
You're living in your own fantasy world. I give up. I'll take care of Mom on my own. I won't let you take advantage of her anymore.
Mom and I have known each other for a really long time. I know her better than anyone else. Tell Mom to arrange something for my meals. Hey, Sage, I can't get in touch with Mom. Do you know anything? Tell her to transfer some money into my bank account. I haven't had a decent meal in ages. She hasn't been home, so my life's a mess.
I'm on my way to the funeral. I don't have time to deal with the likes of you.
What? Funeral? Whose?
Mom's. Remember when I told you she had cancer? When the doctors discovered it, it was already too late. Her cancer was terminal.
She had terminal cancer? No one told me anything.
I told you she had cancer. You're the one who chose not to believe it. You weren't concerned about Mom working too much or being sick. I didn't want someone like that to bother Mom's remaining life. That's why I didn't say anything further.
I don't know what to believe. What's gonna happen to me? How am I expected to live?
You aren't a kid. You should be able to take care of yourself. I'm the one who can't believe what's going on in your head. Rather than being sad Mom's passed away, you're worried about yourself? But as the funeral hasn't begun yet, I guess I can let you know where it will take place. Personally, I don't want to see you there. But if you have any remorse or appreciation for Mom, I guess this will be your last chance to tell her.
She's really dead? Not Mom making you lie for her.
It's the truth. Don't make me repeat myself so many times.
It's true. So that means all of Mom's possessions, her money and all, are mine. Do you know when I'll get them?
Unbelievable. After all that I've said, is money the only thing you care about? You really are the worst.
It's important. Oh, I'm so relieved. All's well that ends well, right? I thought I was going to end up on the streets and die alone.
That may still happen.
What do you mean?
Why do you presume all of Mom's money will go to you? I haven't forgotten all the pain you've caused her through the years.
I'm her husband. I'm sure there's some law that says I'll inherit her assets.
Not a single penny from Mom's assets will fall into your hands. It's all been donated. Mom left me a portion as a gift for when I get married. But the rest of the money, it's all gone.
You must be lying. Why'd she do that? What do you mean donated? Who gets the money?
She obviously didn't want you to have any of her money. She gave it to someone who needed it to pay for their medical treatment. Mom was such a generous person, even until the end. Unlike you, who only thinks about himself. Wake up and realize Mom has washed her hands of you.
You little brat. What about the inheritance from my mother? She was managing it. It was my mother's, so it's only logical that I should receive it.
Oh, about that. Grandma left everything to Mom.
What?
You know Grandma was apologizing to Mom until the day she passed away. Grandma was so sorry about how she raised you and how much trouble you had caused Mom. That's why she left Mom the money. She wanted Mom to use it for herself. She arranged it with her lawyer so Mom would inherit it all without any problems. And the inheritance from Grandma has been donated due to Mom's passing.
It's a lie. Why would she?
Face it, both Grandma and Mom were sick of you. They gave up on you. Even I hate to think of you as my dad.
Listen, Sage, you received some money from Mom, right? How about sharing a portion of it with Dad? If it's a wedding gift, it should be a sizable amount. Dad has no other means to survive.
Why would I give you the money Mom didn't want you to have? Plus, I would rather die than have you waste any more of Mom's money.
In that case, why don't you move back in with your old man? The house is in my name, so there's no issues. I won't even charge you rent. It's a win-win for you, right?
It's a lose-lose. You're planning on mooching off of me next? You don't need to come to the funeral. Don't contact me ever again.
Sage, I'm all that's left of your family.
It makes no difference to me whether you're alive or dead. I don't have the time to deal with the likes of you. I'm really busy. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have a family anymore. After all of that, Dad continued living at home as the house was in his name. I don't know how he managed the utilities bill. Regardless, within a few months, he disappeared without a trace. When I entered the house using my mother's key, I saw he had sold many household items to support himself. I went through and cleaned up my mother's possessions and vowed never to return to that house. After Mom found out her cancer was terminal, she used medicine to dull the pain, and for the remainder of her life, did all the things she wanted to do. It was only 1 month, but she watched Broadway shows and ate in Chinatown. After a long time, I saw she was truly enjoying herself, even laughing out loud. If I had known her fate, I would have forced her to leave that house sooner. I'm filled with regret. But I cannot forget if Mom hadn't met Dad, I wouldn't have been born. Mom told me how happy she was to spend time with me before she passed. She truly was wasted on my dad. A lot of people attended her funeral. She will be missed by many people. The sick person Mom donated her money to, he came to visit me once he got better to thank me. He promised to honor Mom's donation by living for both himself and Mom. Whenever I think about how Mom even saved someone's life, I become misty-eyed. After some time, the one person who kept torturing my mother, yes, my father, came to visit me. He said he had become ill and asked me to give him money for his treatment. Of course, I refused and said I no longer had a father. Perhaps my kind mother would have given him some money. The thought did cross my mind, but Mom chose not to leave him any money. I know it was intentional, so I'm sure Mom would have turned him away as well.